my question was, what should I look for in a mentor?
Well, I think for very practical reasons, you should look for a mentor who has balance in their work life and in their personal life. If that's something you don't have, maybe you can learn it from them. And if it's something that they have, you can pick up tips and tricks. And I think Dr. Locke is really good at that, both personally and then enabling it in us. And that's something that I really value. So I would look for that in any future mentors that I have. Otherwise, I would just see if there's, I don't know. It's hard.
Especially when I'm sitting right here, I can. I'm not trying to change the answer. This is bad study design, by the way. So.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think back to when we first met, and it was a while ago. So I think too, you can just tell a lot from that initial first meeting if there's the click that you expect a little bit from having like a good professor, but also from having a friend. If you have things you can talk about other than just work, it's hopefully a mentor will help you be a more rounded person and not just a more productive or more successful person. They should help you in many ways. So I think looking at those kinds of things when you first meet and just kind of keeping that in the back of your mind as you're evaluating a potential mentor, that's what I would look from.
In a mentor, I'd say look for someone who's motivated, like who loves like whatever field they're in, and someone who's like when you meet them, you can usually tell if they love what they do, because they tend to ramble about whatever it is. Yeah. So once you
not untrue.
Yeah. Yeah. So once you see that okay, they probably really like this, so they'll be more motivated to motivate you to get whatever you have to get done. So they'll they might reach out to you more often to see hey, what's going on, or they might be more inclined to keep an open line, so it's not just a 9 to 5, but they could reach you after hours, and that can speed up anything. For a PhD student, it might speed up your time for finishing your PhD, because if your mentor isn't driving you, then you might mess around for 1 or 2, hopefully not that long, 1 year, and then your graduation date or whatever gets pushed back. Yeah.
I think you made a good point about them continuing to keep in touch, because I have mentors from my past internship this past summer that I still talk to. And I don't work there anymore. They don't have any reason that they have to talk to me, but they do because they're invested in me. So looking at if you can find that out about people, how invested they become in the people that they set up relationships with past their expiration date or whatever it is, that's also a good indicator.
So, in my mind, if you want to find a good mentor for yourself, you should see yourself in future in that mentor. So if you can find someone that you want to be like them in future, you can learn from them. Also, it's not that enough. You might find a very, very successful person who might not be a good mentor because they don't have enough time, or they're not willing to help others. They're more focused on their career. But I think that good mentor should be super helping, and also in terms of personality. Sometimes a good mentor for me is not a good mentor for you, because we have different personality types, and then those differences might help you in different ways. For example, keep someone motivated to do something. If you want that from your mentor, different strategies might work on different people differently. So it's best when you're looking for your mentor to look for a successful person who is willing to help and do the mentorship, and also the personality type is matching yours.
I think something that's important is finding someone who, for you, can provide the right balance of guidance and freedom. So you don't want them to necessarily have to tell you everything to do, but you also, because you need that freedom to learn and grow yourself, because if you just do everything that they tell you to do step by step, you aren't really learning much other than how to follow orders. Where if you're trying to do like a PhD or trying to get a more successful career, it's important to learn how to branch out and like create new things on your own. But at the same time, with a lot of freedom, like Kelvin said, you can get off track very easily. So someone that can guide you but still provide you with the freedom to learn on your own is a very important thing to do, and not everyone has that same balance of guidance versus freedom that they need from an advisor or a mentor.
Okay, so I think the first thing is to make sure that so you're interested in their research, so that will be very helpful to make you like to much more easier for both you and the mentor. And also, I think so at the beginning when you reach out to your mentor, I think that it's very helpful to know their like the working habit or the way to. Since at the first I try to reach out to Dr. Locke and I really get feedback very quick, so I think that might be helpful in the future if I want to ask some question. I can really get back very fast, and which is very helpful. And also I think their way to deal with many things every day. I think the working habit or the skills to schedule things is very important for us to do. So you can see, I think that's the most important part.
All right, and my thing is to really ask yourself, what do you need, right? And what you might need as an undergrad could be very different than what you need as a graduate student, and even once you're done with your graduate school. So I had mentors in undergrad and grad school, my postdoc, and when I got here, and their personalities are very, very different. They have very different working styles, but at each place I was a different person, so I needed something different from the person that needed a mentor. So do you need somebody who is going to spend a ton of time with you? Or do you need somebody who can open doors for you? Or do you need somebody who, well, what is it that you need? And a lot of it is being honest with yourself. So it might be the most famous person there, it might not be, right? It could be somebody that is close to you in age, or might be somebody who understands your background or the challenges that you went through that other people. Everybody's different, but at different stages, don't feel that you have to choose the same type of person each way. So again, in undergrad, I had a young professor that was just getting an undergraduate team started. That was the best thing that happened to me, because he helped me learn how to write, how to communicate. My PhD advisor, I think I would meet him 4 times a semester. He would give me maybe 30 minutes. I had tops 2 hours of his time total for an entire semester. And a lot of it was him telling me that my writing was terrible. So, but he was very much a very, very famous person that could open doors, and he and I are still in contact today. And my postdoc advisor was somebody who who gave me confidence my ideas were worthwhile, because I did not think that my ideas were good enough. And he was somebody who met with me every week over lunch, and he would tell me that, your ideas, you can do it. And I've got mentors here who can help me navigate a lot of the politics that sometimes happens in academia. So at each level, it's somebody different with different personalities. So that would be, what do you need? What do you need for this? And that person isn't going to be, and actually all the people that I just listed, I still am in contact with today. So to the points that you find the person that it's a lifetime commitment to those people. But it's also one of the best parts about academia is you do have lifetime connections with people. And that's something that's different than if you go to the job force. Typically, you work together and then you kind of go your own way. But I'm still in contact with all the students that we've mentored through the group before. That's my answer. Cool.